friends, welcome back. I am Vivekanandan. In today's scenario, it is not only important that you develop a quality product, but you should also be knowing that how to sell that quality product. And because of this particular reason, there are so many different business models which have come up, revenue generating models which have come up. And in today's video, we are going to discuss about 9 different business models, out of which the first 4 will be those discussing about the traditional models, and the next 4 we will be discussing about how Google, Facebook, and Netflix, what are the kind of models they follow. And at the end, we will discuss about one model which is common to all the different business models. So let's right away jump into the video. And the first business model is all about the basic business model, which is all about increasing the profits, rising the prices. And what do you mean by that? For example, if you go to a hotel and consume food, or you go and buy a dress in some other shop, what happens is, how do they price the product? So they basically take into account the manufacturing cost of the product, and after that what they do, they just increase the price of the product according to their profit margins. So this is the first kind of a model. Second kind of a model is all about this is fine. So this one is fine if you are going to directly go to a hotel and eat a product. But what about a product like a biscuit? And what about a product like for example, you want to buy a jeans pant? Can you be directly going to the factory and buying? We will not be able to do it. So what happens is the retail model crops up, where the emergence of malls, big shops, and supermarkets have come, where all the different kind of products are assembled in one place and being sold, and they take a commission for the particular product which is being sold. The second one is about the retail model. The third one is all about the franchisee model. For example, McDonald's, let's take an example of McDonald's. McDonald's, they have mastered the art of making a burger. So what they do is they want to just sell that particular idea, particular formula to various people. So you can just take a franchisee of that particular shop, McDonald's or KFC or whatever it is, and you will just get to know the formula behind it, and you will sell the same standardized burgers. And the parent office, McDonald's, what they will do is they will take a percentage of profits of which the sales is happening. So the third one is a franchisee model. Then people started to become very creative, where the disposable model came. For example, what is this disposable model? A disposable model is where basically they sell a razor to us, whether it is 30 rupees or 250 rupees, it doesn't matter. It is going to stay with us for the next many years. But then if you are not going to buy a razor again, how are they going to make profits? So now comes a creative element, where the razor is not disposable, but whereas the blade is a disposable one. You cannot use the blade for more than 2 or 3 times, or how many number of times it is. But then you have to go for a new particular blade. So this is where the disposable model comes. And then comes this digital kind of a business models, where this Facebook, Google, all these people come into place. For example, you watch this video on YouTube, it is completely free. Any videos we watch on YouTube, it is completely free. Or you use Facebook or whatever social media, whatever platform you are, it is completely free for us. But how do they make money? Their idea is simple. We will give the product free to the consumer, but we will display advertisements. We will get money from the persons who want to display advertisements in our particular platforms. So this is where the advertising model comes. And in the same model, there's nowadays there is another plan which you call it as the upgrading model. For example, LinkedIn gives their platform free for us. You want to have some more features in your LinkedIn profile, what LinkedIn will tell you is to upgrade your account. For example, they will give other features after we upgrade to a certain plan. So this is what you call it as an upgrading model. And after that, there is something called as an add-on model. What is that add-on model? For example, you visit an ice cream parlor. They will never give you the ice cream which you ask for. They constantly ask you this question, whether you want to add, what are the toppings you want to add on it, whether you want to add dry fruits, or whether you want to add wafers, or whether you want to add a cream, or whatever it is. So non-stop questions about this add-ons. You buy a airplane ticket, the constant question is which they will be asking us, if you want to have some extra baggage space, you will be charged this one, or you want to have some leg space, you will be added some more amount. So this is what you call it as the add-on model. And then comes this particular model like Amazon and Netflix. For For example, Amazon costs 1000 rupees in India, which means not even 100 bucks per month. But then how do they make profits? The point is, just imagine in a country like India, any OTT platform, if they are going to grab market share of 10% of the population, still the numbers are very, very high. Imagine Netflix, it's going to be successful throughout the world. So the people who have subscribed to Netflix or any OTT platform, the numbers, the volumes will be very high. Since the volumes are high, they'll be able to get some very good profits. So this is what we call it as a subscription model. And finally, one particular model which is common to all the other models is something called as a sales. Previously, people working for companies used to be encouraged that you get some good orders, you have a better commission apart from your salary. Then there used to be this agents where they take where they become an LIC agent, sell it for money people and directly only take commission as their income. And today, after this tech companies have come, this sales has changed like gateways, payment platforms. For example, apps like Paytm or payment gateways like Visa, RuPay or BillDesk or whatever it is. So electronic payment gateways, they act as sales, aiding as a catalyst for payments, for making payments, digital payments. But my point over here is sales is inevitable. Whether we do it in person or whether we do it with technology, sales is a primary component of any particular business. My point over here is very simple. In the world of business, sales is a very primary skill and a very, very inevitable skill. And there are a lot of different business models. My point over here is, and to sum up, my point over here is, it is not just enough to do a lot of innovations in developing the product. We also have to do a lot of innovations in terms of taking the product closer to the customer. In other words, develop some innovative business models. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.